I'm going to start out in an adventure developing a whole system to live a comfortable life.
Previously on Off the Grid Lifestyle Solutions.
So here's the unit working at the moment. Now what I've done is I've joined two 30-volt panels up to give me 61 volts. I can only fit a shirt and a pair of jeans, or I can do a whole three jeans, 3 shirts, everything in the front loader.
Water is one of the most precious things. I think, you know, you can have air conditioners, you can have anything you want, you can have power, you can have the lot, but without water, you're in some severe problems. So because I have to cart the water over and monitor how much I use, you know, unless it rains all the time, which it presently at the time hasn't been, it's a lot of work. In this goes into here, and it goes down into that tub, and it goes up into the washing machine, and it goes out into the grass. There's a big reason why I'm really focused on water and recycling water, and I know it sounds very strange to recycle your shower water and your bath water, but for me it makes a hell of a lot of sense because it's just water that you could reuse. So there's our wastewater from the wash. Will be used to go either refiltered and reused or go into the garden. So this is actually a spa bath, believe it or not, but I'm hoping that this is going to be a water tank. There you have it. Now that's a tank. Only for about an hour, and my tank is full to the brim. Full, and still water's coming. With the CVFM, this filtration unit, I'd really like to actually integrate that into a standalone tank on the side of the shade shed yet. It's great that we can, you know, recycle the water, and we'll get some idea of the costings of what it costs to recycle the water and reuse it by the filter membrane.
So virtually it rains, collects in here, one side of the shade shed. Water goes through this pipe into this pump. I'm going to have to make a lid for it because the other tank, this one's been fine because I've been using the water. But I'll show you in the other tank and see what you think. Now, don't know if you can see that, but there is hundreds and hundreds of mosquito larvae in there. I put a little bit of oil on the top to try and stop it, but they're still living in there. Little bugs everywhere, mosquitoes I'd say. Now that's not good for drinking water or for washing or anything. It means I'm going to have mosquitoes breeding in my tank. So I need to get some type of tank lid to stop mosquitoes getting in there in a filter. Because also at the bottom of the tank you can see a lot of stuff that's washed off the roof. As you can see, that's been normally going into the tank. Now it's getting filtered out. There's still bits getting through the filter, it's not quite enough. But anyway, so we've got our reverse osmosis and filtering system here. This first filter is like a 5 micron filter. It takes out most of the smaller impurities, then it goes through another filter here, then it goes through a carbon filter, and then it goes actually up into the RO plant, the membrane, and there's a little helper pump or a pusher pump here to help out. So it goes through the filters, through the pusher pump, through the membrane, and then it goes, this is an accumulator tank, so this holds a pressure in there, so water builds up and pushes the diaphragm down inside of there, and then when you open this tap up to fill up the bottles, that diaphragm pushes down on the water and fills up your bottles. So you get a decent flow rate, but then it tapers off. Of course it tapers off in here, so that's your actual flow rate in there. It's not what the membrane's very slow to put through product. It takes a while to get the clean water, so what it does is it builds up or accumulates in this chamber here. I think you could just basically filter that tank water, but because it's a little bit primitive, I guess, in the tanks and being open and such, I think this system here is way better. And later on we plan to, of course, you know, if things get really bad and we can't get enough water, plan to reuse our grey water through the system as well. Of course, going through the CVFM.
So there's a few things like that that I think that are going to be in the future. Everyone's house will be recycling their grey water. It's just has to be as the population grows, and that's what I'm trying to do on Off the Grid, is actually invent and make new ways of recycling grey water. So
Next on Off the Grid Lifestyle Solutions.
Hi, come and have a look at transportable shade sheds. First, solar shed. So just recapping, we've got the solar panels all joined up, flowing back down these wires to run the inverter. Ice made from the sun. Hi everyone, please like and share the video. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions to make this project more successful, please comment in the section below. I'd really like to hear what you have to say and your feedback on these projects. Let's get in there. Thanks.